to another reaction. This is a reaction to The Handmaid's Tale, and I am AndresElRey. Ooh, I like that. I'm ready to jump into this episode. This is episode 3, season 5. Absolutely. I feel like it's been a while since I watched A Handmaid's Tale, but I generally watch A Handmaid's Tale once a week, but for some odd reason, this feels like really long since the last time I watched it. But I do know the last episode was a doozy. I'm ready to continue on. I'm kind of sad, y'all, because we don't have that many more episodes to go until we're done with this season 5. And then I'm completely caught up with The Handmaid's Tale, and then I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait like everybody else, okay, when season 6 comes out, which will be the final season of this amazing show. So the last episode, we definitely saw that Serena was next to Hannah, letting June remember, anything happens to my baby, shit's about to happen to yours. So, you know, things are getting real. Absolutely. So I'm ready to jump. Did I say that already? I'm always jumping into something. Let's get right into this episode. Now, I know that you guys know I do have another platform. It's called Andres Reacts. Over there, we do true crime as well as music reactions, as well as any other reactions, honestly. But it's going to be a very heavily true crime type of channel. So please go over there and subscribe. If you want me to react to music videos, TikTok things, or anything you find over the internet, then please comment down below on one of the videos over there and we can make things poppin'. So please, once again, subscribe, like, and comment down below on both channels. I just started a new show, Aaron Hernandez, Inside the Killer of Aaron Hernandez. So that's over there on the other channel. So please, once again, did I make it very clear to subscribe to that channel today? If you want to see this in a full reaction, I have Patreon. The link is down below as well. So please click that link, join Patreon today, and be able to see all full reactions of both channels and all the movies and the TV shows and whatever holy else things that I do. Thank you guys so much for supporting. There's also a link to my store. So please go over there and check out the store, and I hope you guys purchase something also today. There's a lot of things happening today. Now, without further ado, let's jump into The Handmaid's Tale and find out exactly what the show has got to give. June, what are we gonna do, sis? Shit's getting real.
You okay?
No.
What was she wearing?
I was just on hold with the refugee helpline. Never got through. They're probably getting swamped. What the fuck was Mark doing with Serena?
She probably made a deal with the Americans.
Oh, what was she wearing?
What was she wearing?
What the fuck was that color?
Like a plum-colored purple.
Yeah, purple. What does purple mean?
She's not a little girl anymore.
Nick was there. I can talk to him. I need to talk to
We
him.
can't get in contact with him without Twillow's office.
There's a group at the border. Women. I heard they've been having some luck getting messages to people inside.
Really?
When the fuck were you gonna tell me about that?
I wasn't gonna tell you that. They're a bunch of fucking traumatized refugees, and they're the last people you need to be around right now.
Well, you don't get to decide that.
Fine, I'll ask them to meet. For Hannah.
Oh God, is June gonna use these suicidal people? Damn it. Who are these?
Lily?
Lily.
Moira.
I thought you'd be taller.
Huh.
So you need me to send a message?
If you can.
To a commander. Hey, a big Jezebel's guy? No. We have a couple girls at the one in Boston. That's not the only way. I'm one of the women you traded for Waterford. I don't know how you managed it. Getting us out.
I was lucky.
Women always say that when they've done something extraordinary. Follow me.
I like this lady. What's her name? Lily?
Whose crest is this?
The Broderick's, DC.
You put on a big show yesterday. I'm surprised leadership is grateful.
She sure did.
I hope I haven't gotten you into too much trouble at the Home Office.
Given dispensation to bury your husband in his home country, the manner in which you go about that is none of our concern. Our way of apologizing for the unfortunate miscommunication.
You couldn't possibly be gathering information to take back to the Americans or the Canadians. The Hotel Marthas will be reporting back.
Are you worried about your reputation?
Just wouldn't want anybody to get the wrong idea.
I'll be back to escort you to Commander Lawrence's.
How long is she staying here? Her daughter must be getting close to being a handmaid or a wife.
Can't be too careful. So close to no man's land.
Sheesh!
This is Moira and June Osborne. They're both in Boston.
She's familiar.
Dangerous flight.
Ooh, the flag upside down.
Come on. We'll message my contact.
What's that thing called? Mayday? May something? Mayfair? Mayweather?
Everyone we've been able to get out. Or a lot of them anyway. Don't be too impressed. Here's who we've lost over the years.
Probably triple.
But everyone working with Mayday knows the stakes.
Mayday!
Mayday's in Canada? Mayday's everywhere. There's no, flag or anything. It's outposts. Small, like this.
They're all along the border.
No idea. It's safer that way for everyone. I was a Martha. We got our information out through this place. Mayday sent back weapons, explosives. They were the ones who would at least try to get you out. This was my Mayday.
We thought it wasn't real. We thought we made it up because we had to.
Well then, you were Mayday too.
Mr. Swallow, the dynamic duo. We have a strict no spies allowed policy.
Perhaps you'll find a time to join me for a chat later. I think we have a lot to talk about.
Who's this guy?
Serena.
Thank you, Commander Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
I believe you know my wife.
Yes, a little.
Of course, we would have preferred to have given Fred a fair trial, as well as Commander Lawrence attempted to arrange.
Terribly unfortunate that Ms. Osborne was able to intercede.
You know?
She couldn't have done it alone.
The Americans suspect their diminished status would restrain their odd affection for political assassination.
We would hate to miss a chance to see Rosie, or a chance to get to meet her new husband.
I believe you already know the commander, Serena?
Yes, Nick's an old friend.
My husband speaks of you with the greatest respect.
Does he?
It was love at third mutually attended gala.
I always enjoyed talking to Rose.
How lucky that you two were able to stumble upon such a wonderful match. Still terrible at knitting.
Oh, I should see the first one.
No one should have to see that.
Hi, Aunt Lydia. Oh, Janine. Why do I keep forgetting that she's like almost dead? She made it, guys. She's good. I thought so. Oh, it's this girl. Aunt Lydia's gonna kill her. Oh, she's not dead.
Dear God! She does not deserve this. You know she does not deserve this. I've lost my temper. I made choices.
She's a great actress.
Surely you understand that. Please do not punish her. Turn things around. I will. I will do things differently. I promise you. I promise you. Please.
I was reading some briefings.
That was powerful.
Very positive feedback on the funeral broadcast. You're maybe.
We will discuss it all in the council meeting tomorrow.
Do you remarry, you'll have someone to steer dinner table conversation again?
Well, we'll have to discuss that later as well. A single man has no place in leadership.
It was such a pleasure to see Agnes yesterday. I'm so very grateful.
Quick question. Are the men bring the mic up, go mic time. Bloom, 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 bloom. Are the men or families in DC a higher rank than the rest of the commanders throughout Gilead? Because I feel like they have a lot more say, or it seems like people respect them a lot more, or are a little timid or scared of the commanders in DC. Because how can he say what he just said and everybody got really quiet and looked around? Sort of like this. Okay. So I'm just kind of curious, is it true that the lawmakers in DC, the senators and the congressmen and the president, is it the same nephew difference with Gilead being in DC? If somebody knows the answer, can you please comment down below? Just comment down below. I hope you're enjoying the reaction. Let's get back into that.
Speak to you about our mutual adversary. When Ms. Osborne was in Toronto, things would finally settle down, but...
Oh, she's never going to stop.
I'm afraid that with the help of the Americans, she might be able to extend her reach to our family. And to regret
the
my former
Mackenzies!
Interventions on her behalf.
It's one of God's great mysteries how our sweet angel came from that devil of a woman.
But Agnes is strong, and she'll be able to understand when she has to. June Osborne is a cancer. We have to cut her out.
What does that mean? What are they saying? I don't understand.
Thanks for helping out. What else do you guys sew in here, besides maps and stuff?
We're hoping to kill a DC commander next week. Arsenic is a terrible way to go.
Good.
You couldn't cut me, sent me. He told me the code.
All right, then if you know the code, there were crimson roses on the bench.
They look like splashes of blood.
Rachel.
Please don't hurt him. He's my friend. Thank you for everything.
Go in, Grace.
You going back in?
Before I'm next, I've got a wife and a kid. You can't leave them behind.
There's a lot of powerful moves happening here.
Okay, just give me a second, okay?
Okay, be careful.
Thanks, Ruth.
I'd like to be the one to tell June about her. Rose.
Have you given any more thought to our conversation?
I can't do that right now.
It's disrespectful to leave your wife standing out in the cold. Could you excuse us?
I certainly hope that High Commander Wharton's position had nothing to do with her appeal. I'll be keeping my eye on you, son. Make sure you treat her right.
Eleanor was quite the presence. The house must feel very empty without her. I always liked her.
She was nice.
Can't say she felt the same.
Women have never been particularly fond of me.
I can't imagine why. Fred should never have done that to you. Weak man. Overcompensating for him. Toxic masculinity.
I'm beginning to wonder if it isn't a blessing that he won't be around to raise our child. My husband made so many mistakes.
I'm sure you'll have better luck next time.
An unmarried man in Gilead has limited influence.
Marrying for power, Serena, doesn't always work out well.
Depends on the marriage.
We're gonna protect you. Serena, you and your child.
He lying, right? Commander Lawrence is so confusing to figure out sometimes.
Mrs. Putnam, God bless you for coming.
Wasn't given much of a choice, was I?
I seem to recall it made such a difference having Janine at the hospital when dear Angela was suffering.
I'm sorry, Lydia. She was a blessing.
Is a blessing. She'll recover.
You think Janine's gonna die? I hope she doesn't.
I'll make sure that Angela grows up to know where she got her beautiful smile and her sweet nature.
You won't be forgotten.
That's really sad.
I'd say thanks for a lovely evening, but I can't say I'd mean it. I had hoped to catch up to Commander Lawrence, but men in power can't resist showing everyone just how much power they have. Spent so many years studying this country.
Is it different than you expected?
Worse.
Surface level beauty, doing its best to paper over a stunning amount of hypocrisy.
It's a shame that you can't see all that we've done right here.
Shut up, Serena.
There is something that I would like to discuss with you if you have a minute.
Look at this hotel room.
Something that can't wait until we get home tomorrow.
I am home. There are so many things that I want to accomplish. I want to stay here. I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me.
Serena, staying here would be a mistake. You must realize it's not safe for women in this place, especially unmarried women.
I don't believe that will be my situation for much longer.
Your presence is requested tomorrow at the council, 11 o'clock. May I confirm your attendance?
Did Commander Lawrence call a meeting?
I'm not sure, ma'am. The order just came down from the council.
Wow. So, wow. Ah, Lord, praise us.
Stay safe.
June. Hi.
What?
Hannah's safe. I didn't get to talk to her, but she's okay.
For now.
The purple color Hannah was wearing, what does that mean?
I mean, she's ready.
Oh, Lord.
Ready for what?
High Commander's daughters. Training me for future wives.
Ooh.
The Mackenzies. They really love her.
No, it's a lot to ask, but maybe you could transfer to her district. You could watch out for her.
I have obligations now. New obligations. You know how things are here.
Yeah. Would I like her?
Yeah, you actually would. Listen, June, you gotta be safe. Mackenzie, he's powerful. You gotta keep yourself safe, keep Nicole safe, promise me. And we won't be able to talk again for a while, I'm sorry.
Try and be happy, okay?
That was the message, girl. You made them all risk their lives for that.
Where did they take her?
She's made some improvements. Fresh air will do her good.
Were you the one who called the meeting?
God, I hate her.
No. Have some kind of expectation of me?
Yeah, she wants to marry you to get power.
I'm sorry, Serena.
Idiot. Hi, I'm Serena. I thought I did my big one. Girl, you read, you write, you do it all.
Serena, blessed day. We have given your future a great deal of consideration. It's an exciting opportunity to be useful. We'd like you to lend your expertise as we expand the influence of our great nation.
But we thought it'd be a positive to have such a capable, impressive woman speaking on our behalf.
We want you in Toronto.
You're an unusual woman. Proper infrastructure for unusual women to live within our borders.
I'll require a staff.
Certainly.
And protection from those who would hurt me and my baby.
Leadership is very invested in making this a success.
So you're gonna send her back to Toronto. She's free.
They had us hold the plane. Change your heart?
How am I supposed to keep my baby girl safe from here?
She's 1/4 Holly. And she's 1/2 you. She's not gonna be a wife. That is not fucking happening.
You could say that, but she's not gonna be okay, and she is gonna be a wife.
The Americans are escorting Serena Waterford back into Toronto.
She's coming back.
Private airport.
Is June gonna be there?
The detention center for them.
Is that like all Gilead people?
Looks like you have some fans, Mrs. Waterford.
Servants of God. We're all here to spread his word.
That's June, or their people.
Never touch my daughter again. Never touch my daughter again.
Drive the car. Back it up now.
Oh, it's over. Oh, well, wasn't that a great episode? I think that was a great episode. Loved it. One thing I know and two things for certain, I am going through it, y'all. If you guys have big lips at home, you guys understand when it gets cold, it starts getting chapped and it's so uncomfortable. And I've been over here throughout the whole episode looking for my Vaseline or my Aqua, whatever the whole thing, the blue, the blue gel thing to put on your lips. And it's all the way probably in my bag and I gotta go get it. That's what I was thinking of as I was wrapping up this episode. Like, oh my God, I hate having big lips, but they're just so delicious. So you guys didn't want to hear about that. You totally wanted to hear about what I thought about this episode. So let's talk about it. So this episode has such powerful moments in it, y'all. Such powerful moments. Now that I don't know why June needed to call Nick to find out what purple meant. I kind of found out what purple meant by myself. Like, I was like, okay. Like, she's like pretty much a teenager. Like, she's around the age, so she looks. She's around that age where she's probably going to either be a wife or a handmaid. Like, either or, soon she's going to be the R word. So, not really sure why June needs to call 1-800-COLLECT to Nick to go find that out. But she did. So Nick also got caught because Nick decided to get a little bit sloppy talking to Mr. Tello or Twillo, whatever somebody else pronounced it. I was calling him Tello, but somebody else called him Twello or something like that. I was like, oh, maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I don't like Twello, so I'm gonna call him Tello. So Tello, he don't care who dies at this point. He just wants to get information, and instead of kind of protecting the people who would feed him the information, he just so blatantly like, are you gonna work with me? Huh? You gonna work with me? So like I don't know. I know there's some people like that character. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of Luke. But Luke wasn't annoying in this episode either. Hello, season 5, Luke. So I don't know what's going on with Luke. I guess he's tired of me bashing him for the past 4 seasons. So he's doing his big one, which is, just avoiding me. Good job. Shout out to him. But Mr. Tello and Luke are like almost very similar into my eyes, where I'm just like, it's good to see Mr. Tello. I enjoy seeing him, Mr. T, on screen much more than Luke. But every time he he just bothers me. He bothers me. And to those people that already know how this season ends up, you probably have a more respect or like the character a lot more than where I'm from, because I'm only getting a little bit of him. And every time he comes off like he likes Serena. That's what it came off since the beginning of us seeing him. For me, that's how I interpret that character. And I just feel like Serena could do whatever she wants when she's with this man. I thought it was so funny that Serena thought she could, after his wife gets killed, Mr. Commander Lawrence, she was gonna try to marry him because he has power. Like, girl. And Commander Lawrence is like such a great character, because I don't know officially what side he's playing on. Like, I know that he's like, he helped Gilead be what Gilead is, and I've seen him help people, but like he goes a little back and forth a little bit, but I still think he's like on the right path, right? He's on the right path, but he can only do so much. He don't want to die. He almost died. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna lay low. We had Mr. Mackenzie coming in this episode. It took a while for me. And then as soon as I saw the wife, because she looks kind of funny, I was like, they look so familiar. Like, she reminds me, if you guys ever seen that, it's an old school movie, and it's the witches, I forgot. But they eat kids. It's old. And when I forgot what it was, they ate the soup or something, and the women started. Blah, blah, blah. She reminds me of one of the women in that movie that turned into a rat. Like, I don't know, she just has that face. No shade. But once I saw her, I was like, she looks so familiar. And then it took me a minute to realize Mackenzie equals Agnes, which is Hannah, because I was hearing the word Agnes and whatever. So Mr. Mackenzie is also a DC commander, and he's also extremely powerful. He's a high commander. So now we're going to probably have this battle with him. Now Serena is back in Canada, and you can see her potential army that is growing. So she's gonna start Gilead in Canada. I just still am kind of confused why they just don't go to Gilead. Like, if you like it, why are you free wearing regular clothes, being regular degular, instead of going and helping out Gilead? Does that make any sense? Regardless, now Serena's back, and she's gonna grow this weird army, and I hope they all die. So that was a powerful scene with Janine and Aunt Lydia. When Aunt Lydia was crying and she slapped the holy hell out of the one girl, went to the room and had that conversation with the Lord himself. That was a powerful scene. It made me want to cry as well. And then Janine, of course, because she's a main character, did not die. I actually thought for a second they were setting it up to wrap up Janine's story and then they're going to just murder her. Like, well, she was just going to die. Now, I wonder if the other wife is alive or dead. I don't know. She's not a main character, so they could kind of end her character off screen and that would be that. What I don't like is, I understand that the lady who plays Emily was like, I gotta go. Okay, this fucking show is going on too long and I have other things to do. I have to try out for other shows. I have to try out for other movies. I don't want to be in this show anymore. It's great. Thank you so much for the opportunity, but I gotta go. So I understand like the story where she just went to Gilead, but damn, we're not gonna hear about her? Like, we're not gonna hear that she died or anything. She drove to Gilead. She didn't talk to her kid no more. She didn't talk to her wife. She didn't talk to Serena, to nobody. Like, nothing. She's just gone. We just move right along. I don't know. I didn't like that for her. I don't like that for you, girl. Regardless, I would consider this episode a 9. I think there was so many. And then at the end when June smashed her face and said, "Don't touch my daughter again. Don't touch my daughter." Thank you. I normally charge for my acting, but you got it for free. And I'm doing this for free. So there's a whole lot of free shit going on here. But that was a powerful scene too. I don't know, if I was June, I would have definitely started smashing with her. And I like how the guy driver was just like this. I gotta let her finish the script. we rehearsed this for a while. So he's just sitting there. She's like, back up. I thought there was gonna be a lot more things going on, people smashing the windows, really scaring Serena, but I think that was a jump scare for her. And right now she's gonna be nervous going into episode 4, which is called Dear Alfred. And I'm very excited for that. So once again, thank you all. While you guys are putting on your jackets, your sneakers, wrapping the scarf up because it is wintertime over here in America. Wherever you guys are, if it's warm over there, then that means you guys are getting ready to go jogging outside. So shout out to wherever the holy hell everybody is. Love you guys all the way down. But while you guys are exiting, please just take 2 seconds and hit that like button, share, comment down below, y'all. Please support my other channel, subscribe over there, hit up the Patreon, see my full reactions, and please hit the notification bell so you see when I drop all of my reactions. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There's a lot of happening on 2 different platforms, and I'm not gonna stop. I won't stop today or ever. I have a lot of energy, but I'm also very tired. So you guys got a combination of both. Thank you once again for being here, and I will see you all next time with more reactions.